Hey guys, in this month's Disney Rewind, we're going to be talking about Cars 2, released back in 2011. So, before we head into our thoughts and feelings on Cars 2, we're definitely going to sit and just have spoilers in this video, so you have been warned. Stephanie, how did you feel about Cars 2? I guess kind of a quick disclaimer. A very unpopular opinion when it comes to the Cars movies. We actually have a guilty pleasure for Cars 2. We like it. So how do you feel about Cars 2, Stephanie?
Well, recap, I like Cars 1. You don't care for Cars 1.
I hate Cars 1, you guys.
But yeah, I like Cars 1, but I really like Cars 2. I think Cars 2 you develop a little more on the character part, and it's got why'd you make that face?
I mean, if there's character to develop, I guess. I don't know. Let's put it this way. The Cars franchise is just not my thing. Let's be real. They are definitely just at the very bottom of the rung when it comes to Pixar movies for me. But I like Cars 2. It's a very unpopular opinion. A lot of people freaking hate Cars 2 because it's so ridiculous and stupid, but I kind of like it because of that. Yeah, plot.
You know, like people are like, Cars can't do that, it's Disney.
Yeah.
Neither can people do these things in Disney movies.
A quick plot summary if you forgot what the hell Cars 2 is about. There's like some races going around in various different European countries that Lightning McQueen has been invited to, but your main character in this movie is actually not Lightning McQueen, it's Tow Mater, right? Tow Mater?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it's pronounced? I feel so stupid saying his name. Tow Mater.
Just call him Mater, Stacie.
Or Mater.
They never call him Tow Mater. That's why.
Mater is your lead hero of this movie, not Lightning McQueen. And yeah, as you recall from the first movie, Mater is kind of your stereotypical Southern hillbilly type character. He's a rusty old truck. And somehow through circumstances and events, Mater gets wrapped up into this whole thing of like some Secret Service espionage. And everyone thinks he's a Secret Service spy, but he's not. Somehow his stupidity gets him into all these situations, but everyone thinks he's all great, and you know, like
that's his cover.
Yeah, like that's your cover, you're the world's greatest spy, this and that. And it is. The plot of this movie is absolutely ridiculous, but for whatever reason, I like it. It works better for me than Cars 1, because I found Cars 1 to be really dull and boring, to be quite honest. So I like this movie, even though it's ridiculous as could be. I was much more entertained into the narrative, because at least it's going around places and doing a little bit more with the characters.
The globe trotting is fun, and then like just like them turning little things in each country into like car related, you know, just seeing what they change. Yeah, to match the Cars world.
Yeah,
and stuff.
But yeah, it's mostly a thing of making fun of all these countries and their different type of vehicles and their personalities. But yeah, it's still really entertaining and enjoyable. And yeah, you get to go to England and Italy, right? And then what's the other place? Japan. Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, because the wasabi. Yes, the wasabi. So you get to globetrot. You get to see all these cars. And their personalities, and yet Mater being the oddball out, and poor Lightning being very highly embarrassed the entire time.
But see, that's where the actual message from the movie comes from. Is because Lightning.
He needs to be appreciated. He needs to be appreciative.
Lightning never wanted Mater to come with him to anything because he found him embarrassing. But throughout the movie, if you noticed, whenever he would come across people, they didn't find him embarrassing.
They weren't upset with it. They didn't
like the Italian car, because especially because Lightning's girlfriend Sally really liked him, so he didn't want to do anything dumb in front of him. Yeah, but he actually really liked Mater. Yeah. He liked his personality, but because Lightning was embarrassed, he thought Mater was embarrassing, but he wasn't. So the whole message was kind of like being yourself. People will like you more than you trying to put up a
facade.
Yeah,
because a lot of time, I mean, there were the characters that were making fun of Mater, you know, but then for the most part, people seem to find him very endearing and charming in his own way, you know, because he was just being himself. And Lightning Lightning kind of being a little snobbish
Mm-hmm.
on occasion, and yeah, realizing he's acting that way towards someone who is his friend, realizing, oh, I need to put my friendship above what others think about
Because
me.
Mather liked Lightning, Mather liked Lightning,
Mm-hmm.
even though Lightning was a big jerk
Mm-hmm.
in the first movie.
Yeah.
He still liked him because he was seeing past his that stuck up race car personality.
Yeah. As ludicrous as the plot of this movie is, there is some character stuff going on in there, with Lightning and Mater, their friendship being the core and the crux of the movie.
The backgrounds that we were talking about.
Yeah, let's talk about the artwork, or not artwork, animation.
I don't know.
Let's talk about the animation of this movie.
The way this was, it seemed like the backgrounds were painted in a way. Or something. The backgrounds were not necessarily animated, I don't think. They were done in a different style, like kind of an old school style of how they would do stuff.
We were talking about the animation style of this particular movie. Out of all of the Pixar movies, there was something about this. I don't know, because they were in real locations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they actually kind of did some footage where they were actually in these places and filming, because there's something that's really highly realistic about the surrounding environments.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're on the streets, it really looks like they're on the freaking streets of London and stuff.
Yeah.
There's something very highly realistic, which almost seems a little weird compared to some of the other Pixar movies.
Japan didn't really look like that, I think, because it was mostly in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So Japan didn't really look too much like that, but it was Italy and London that had a very realistic background.
Yeah, very hyper realized, I guess. It's very hyper realized, which was a little weird. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was real, or the Pixar technology is just so good, it really looks real. I don't
Especially
know.
like the white spots of like buildings,
mm-hmm.
like as they were going through streets or bridges.
Yeah.
Like they showed any bridges, those looked very like they were just sitting there for real.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to say about this movie.
There's not even no new characters to be like, how did you feel about this character?
I mean, I liked the espionage angle. I did like the spies.
Yeah.
I did like the spies. And the thing is, they don't come back at all in movie 3 at all, do they?
Mm.
Even though that one girl, she's supposed to be Mater's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think she's amusing him. I don't think she really meant it. But yeah, like the spies never come back. I just liked the spy angle for some stupid reason. I don't know why. It's so ludicrous, but I liked it. So overall, we find Cars 2 to be a guilty pleasure. We like it. It's a very highly unpopular opinion, let me tell you. People just hate these Cars movies. So, Stephanie, if you had to rank Cars 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 Mickey ears, what would you give it?
Shoot, I should have went back and looked at our rankings for one.
I think I gave one a pretty low rating.
For the last, 8-10 years, I don't know how long we've been doing this crap, and we say we need to keep a chart so that way we don't mess up our thing.
Our rankings.
I would give it an 8.
Yeah, about an 8.
If I gave Cars 1 higher, that was probably a mistake.
I don't remember what I gave Cars 1.
But I give 2 an 8, and I like 2 more than I like 1. Yeah. So number 1 might be an accidental.
I'm somewhere between like a 7.5, I guess. Because once again, these movies aren't really my cup of tea. I prefer other Pixar. Nothing beats Ratatouille and Coco. For real. So yeah, anything else to say about Cars 2? Alas, that is all about Cars 2, y'all. How did you all feel about Cars 2? Love it? Hate it? If you hate it, that's okay. I totally understand. So that's it for our thoughts and feelings. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.